The company I want to talk about today, founded in 2022, which makes them about 4 years old, doing $330 million in annual revenue, valued at over $11 billion. This is one of the fastest trajectories in the history of tech, and I want to talk about ElevenLabs. What they've built is extraordinary, but there's an opportunity hiding in plain sight, and that's what I want to talk about. So ElevenLabs started with one thing, AI voice cloning. Best in class, developer favorite, category leader. Then they expanded. Speech to text, sound effects, dubbing, music, conversation, now audiobooks, consumer apps, enterprise infrastructure. 41% of Fortune 500 companies already use the platform. So that's not luck. That is a product that genuinely works and a team that knows how to scale. So here's what's interesting about where they're at now. AI, as we all know, is the most crowded category in the history of tech. Every product claims to be realistic, expressive, multilingual, scalable. The companies that break away from the pack don't do it with better features. They do it with a clearer point of view, a belief system that makes people feel something. That's the opportunity that I see right in front of ElevenLabs. It's not a problem to fix, it's a lever to pull. So as a sign of their growth, I saw they just posted a B2B marketing lead role, and the expectation there is to build the go-to-market from 0 to 1. Obviously, part of that is defining messaging for the enterprise offering. And I think that's the right hire for where they're at. And it's a significant moment for them. But the best way to set that person up for success is to provide them with a brand foundation to build on. A belief system that makes the messaging consistent, that makes every enterprise pitch feel like it came from the same place. That gives the team permission to say yes to a few things and no to a lot of others. And that's what turns a great go-to-market motion into a compounding one. I feel like the real opportunity for ElevenLabs next is to really answer the question, what do they believe? Not so much about what they do, but why do they exist? And why do they exist beyond their product? What do they think the future of human communication looks like? What do they stand for beyond the product? That's the question most AI companies never stop to answer because they're moving too fast, because the product is working, because growth covers a lot of gaps until it doesn't. The gap has a name. I call it the growth gap. The distance between how fast the company scales and how clearly its brand keeps up. And it shows up the same way every time. Messaging that starts to sound a little different depending on who wrote it or who the audience is. Teams executing without a filter. Leaders becoming the bottleneck for every brand decision. Brand is what closes it. In a category this crowded, this fast moving, this funded, the company with the clearest point of view will win. Not one with the most features, the one that people feel something about. And that belief is what turns users into advocates, customers into champions, an $11 billion product into an enduring brand. And I think that's the next chapter. And for ElevenLabs, it's wide open. So I'm a fan of what ElevenLabs is building right now. And I think the best version of this company lays ahead of them. Not because the product needs to get better, but because the brand has room to catch up. There's an opportunity, almost an obligation, to now invest in the brand. Because when they do that, the moat will get a lot deeper. And that's the opportunity. And I think it's hiding in plain sight.